EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking a field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up
with the Washington football team. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready.
And off we go from Nashville.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Again to Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. No score after one on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to run forward with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Michael Pruitt there to make the grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Tell the offense to go for two here.
Tannehill looking to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. And he's got this down to the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A man who played his college ball here in the Volunteer State in Memphis, Antonio Gibson.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Fitzpatrick now. And that'll be incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. Thomas has got it, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. First down and much more for Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Fitzpatrick's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half? Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Bullock missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kevin Farley.
And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 39, Tannehill. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air. Because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run again with Foreman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. A 1st down carry for Henry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Henry.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes this a 9-point game.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas,
56 yards.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Breaks a tackle. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.